Some people say that you don't need to have the most superstars to win championships. Your Little League baseball coach always told you that it's about teamwork and dedication more than anything else. This is accurate in some ways. Sometimes the team that plays better together will win, but a lot of the time, especially in the NBA, it's all about how much star power you have. But for the NHL, MLB, and NFL, more often than not, it's about how the team plays as one, instead of relying on one or two stars to carry them. These 10 teams will show you that even though they had great teamwork, it was probably the ridiculous amount of star power that brought success. I'm Justin Fraction, and today we present to you the 10 greatest star-studded teams in sports history. Number 10, 2012 Miami Heat. The squad that brought LeBron James's first ever NBA championship was too much for the Oklahoma City Thunder, who were talented in themselves with the big three of Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook. Aside from James, of course, the Heat had other future Hall of Famers, Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade. Those three would be enough to win most games, but having slick three-point shooter Mario Chalmers plus Mike Miller was too much for the other teams to handle. Their 46-20 record in a shortened season was remarkable, and they destroyed the Thunder in 5 games to win the championship. Number 9, 2001 Colorado Avalanche. We saw so many good Colorado Avalanche squads in the 90s and early 2000s, but none stand out more than the team who won the Stanley Cup in 2001. Carried by the best goalie to ever live, Patrick Waugh, the highest scoring defenseman ever, Ray Bourque, plus legendary scorers Joe Sakic, Peter Forsberg, Milan Hajduk, and Chris Drury. The Avs posted a 52-16-10-4 record. They faced off against the New Jersey Devils in the Stanley Cup Finals. The series was most notable for Bourque retiring after the series and trying to win his first cup to ride off into the sunset. Colorado took the series in 7 games, granting Bourque's wish and stamping their names as one of the best teams ever. Number 8, 1996 Detroit Red Wings. It feels odd putting the 96 Wings on this list because they failed to win the Stanley Cup, even though they managed to win the title the following 2 seasons. The President's Trophy winners posted a 62-13-7 record and were just 1 point shy of tying the record set by another team to appear on this list later. The Wings had a trio of 30 scorers: Steve Yzerman, Sergei Fedorov, Slava Kozlov, Igor Larionov, Keith Primeau, and Dino Ciccarelli. Also provided terrific offense. The future Hall of Famers Paul Coffey and Nicklas Lidstrom patrolled the blue line, while Chris Osgood and Mike Vernon formed one of the most lethal goaltending combinations ever. Amazingly, they didn't win the Stanley Cup, as the Colorado Avalanche upset them in the Western Conference Championship. Number 7, 2015 Denver Broncos. Yeah, we're telling you this. The team you saw win Super Bowl 50 is one of the greatest teams ever. Yes, Peyton Manning was past his prime, but the fact remains Denver had a top 2 all-time quarterback on the offense. They featured slick running back C.J. Anderson and 1,000-yard receivers Emmanuel Sanders and Demaryius Thomas on offense. On defense, they were led by 2 of the league's most dominant pass rushers ever, Von Miller and DeMarcus Ware, plus other talents in Derek Wolfe and Malik Jackson. On defense, they had a trio of elite corners in Chris Harris, Aqib Talib, and Bradley Roby. Denver's defense basically made game-ending plays on all 12 of their regular season victories, plus all 3 playoff games. It was virtually impossible to complete a pass without getting hit. They shut down league MVP Cam Newton in the Super Bowl, winning 24-10, as we saw one of the greatest teams ever assembled. Number 6, 2004 Arsenal FC. We've seen so many great soccer teams throughout the years: Lionel Messi's Barcelona, Wayne Rooney's Manchester United, and Cristiano Ronaldo's Real Madrid. But none stand out more than the 2004 Arsenal squad, led by EPL scoring leader Thierry Henry, who notched 30 goals. Other stars Ashley Cole, Patrick Vieira, goaltender Jens Lehmann, and Robert Perez. Arsenal reached history. They won 26 games, had 12 draws, and failed to lose a single game, earning the nickname the Invincibles. They won the Premier League trophy, of course, and cemented themselves as the Invincibles. Number 5, 2007 New England Patriots. Though they're the only team to ever go 16-0 in a season, it ain't hard to see how. Quarterback Tom Brady, a top quarterback ever. Randy Moss, the second best wide receiver ever. Wes Welker, the best slot receiver of his generation, plus 3 Pro Bowlers on the offensive line. Oh, and how about a defense with Richard Seymour, Teddy Bruschi, Vince Wilfork, Asante Samuel, Mike Vrabel, and other stars. Yes, they did fail to go 19-0 after losing in Super Bowl 42, but this is the most dominant regular season team we'll ever have witnessed in the NFL. We hope you enjoyed it. Number 4, 1927 New York Yankees. They were nicknamed Murderers Row for a reason. The Yankees went 110-44. Such is life when the best baseball player Babe Ruth is supported by other legends like Lou Gehrig, Earl Combs, Mike Koenig, and Tony Lazzeri. Wade Hoyk, Urban Shocker, and Herb Pennock rounded out a loaded pitching rotation. Oh, and yeah, they won the World Series. Number 3, 1972 Los Angeles Lakers. Out of the 16 LA Lakers championship squads, nothing stands out more than the team from 1972. Wilt Chamberlain, Elgin Baylor, and Jerry West rounded out a team that won 33 straight games, a record that stands today. They went 69-13 in the regular season and beat the New York Knicks to win the NBA Finals. Number 2, 1996 Chicago Bulls. The Bulls registered a pair of three-peats in the 90s, but out of all 6 of their championship teams, the 1996 one was simply the best. They went 72-10, a record until the 2016 Golden State Warriors broke it. They owned the league's best offense and defense. Such is life with the GOAT, Michael Jordan, plus Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman. They took down the Seattle Supersonics in the NBA Finals, beginning the start of their second three-peat. And number 1, 1977 Montreal Canadiens. No NHL team will ever catch the Habs' 24 Stanley Cups anytime soon, but also nobody shall think about catching their record-setting 132 points. Just how good were they? How about a plus 216 goal differential? Scotty Bowman coached the team, and here's a list of their stars: Ken Dryden, Guy Lafleur, Steve Shutt, Larry Robinson, Guy Lapointe, Jacques Lemaire, Yvonne Cornouaille, and Bob Gainey and many others gave us the best sports team ever. The Habs will win their 20th Stanley Cup, no surprise. Who do you think is the best sports team ever? Join us in the comment section below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps us out a ton and we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to Total Pro Sports though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.